Greetings, I'm NeonSlice, and today I'm going to be showing you how to get S Plus in the second run in Resident Evil 2 Remake as Leon S. Kennedy. To get S Plus in the second run or B scenario, you have to complete the game in under 2 hours with only 3 saves. I'm playing on PC, that's why you see this outfit. So we're going to start by going to the left here and grabbing the ink ribbon. Of course, it's not necessary as long as you have 3, but yeah, so there are going to be some specific things I'm going to be doing in this playthrough, so please keep track of everything that I do and the inventory that I carry with me, okay? Because it has to be exactly the same as mine, otherwise you will not succeed. You can do this on PC or console, whatever platform you desire, it's doable on every platform. So we're gonna grab the herbs and we're going to get the cutting tool. After that, immediately I'm holding right and I'm sprinting. I'm sprinting past these enemies. I'm sticking to the right. Stick into the right here as much as possible, otherwise the cop will follow you down the stairs. So we're going to be using the tool on the chains here, and we're going to be grabbing the handgun and the grenade inside of this room. And then we're going to be doing some simple inventory management, okay? So this is very important that you follow with me. So grab the keys, grab the ACP ammo, which will only work with the 1911 weapon. And yeah, so we're going to be storing some things. I'm storing the Matilda, the ink ribbon, the herb, and these are basically the things that I'm carrying with me. I'm carrying 3 open slots, okay? So the key, the grenade, the tool, and the 1911. If this cop follows you down the stairs, we're going to shoot him in the leg. And after that, we're going to equip the grenade and throw it into the middle of these zombies. And now we have 4 open inventory slots, okay? All right. So we're going to be using the key on the gate here. And now we are going to discard it. So now we have 5 inventory slots. We're going to be grabbing the ACP ammo and the boards, okay? So this is important. I know this is different from any other guide that you've probably seen. And we're going to be grabbing the boards. I'm also not grabbing that green herb. That is for later. But don't worry, it's okay if you mess up. You can just go back and store some items. Anyway, we're going to get the yellow boards here and the weapons locker keycard. After that, I'm just gonna walk outside. That's it. That's all we need from here. So these zombies will follow you into this hallway. So we're gonna wait for our crosshairs to be tight together. And we're going to aim at the head. So if you aim with your crosshairs tightly together like this, you increase your chance at a critical hit. A critical hit usually eliminates enemies in 1 hit. So that's what we're looking for here. So aim at the head. It might be a little bit difficult to see if you're playing with ray tracing like you see here. But yeah. So try to go for headshots. Don't let them grab you because that will ruin everything. Yeah, so make sure they are dead. It's important. Take your time. Don't worry. We will have enough time to get the S Plus in this playthrough. But please mind you that this took me many tries. So it's not one perfect try. So keep that in mind. I am not a perfect player. I mess up too. So I'm just showing you the correct playthrough in this run. Anyway, we're going to go back downstairs, and this time we're going to go into the hallway. Go into the hallway, just sprint. And we're going to be using the bolt cutters on the chains here. So hopefully you have enough inventory space. We're going to be grabbing the ammo and the flash grenade, and we're running, okay? We're running very fast. Grab the tool and the yellow gunpowder if you have the room for it. You should, though. You should be able to grab it. If not, that's okay. After that, we're going to open this room and go back into the dark hallway. Before we go, we're going to step into this hallway and grab the final boards and some ACP ammo if you have some space for it. Alright, after that, we're going to go into the double doors. And we're going to grab some more ammo right there. And you can just go back. So there is a first aid spray here that you can take in the bathroom, if you have the room for it, but if not, that's perfectly fine. Alright, so we're gonna continue onwards here, so please keep in mind that these videos take a long time to make. I know you probably don't need this guide, but hopefully you enjoy the entertainment here. So we're going into the break hallway and into the break room, and we are going to be doing some more inventory management. I'm leaving behind the valve, the flash grenade, the yellow powder, and I'm bringing with me these items. 3 inventory slots open, but before we go, we're gonna grab some items in here, the blue herb, the ACP ammo, and the yellow gunpowder, and most importantly, the fuse from the break room. So we're gonna store the other stuff, and we're gonna carry 2 open slots. Before we go though, there's some shotgun shells in there, so make sure you store them in the box. So 2 inventory management, 2 inventory open, sorry. Most importantly, the fuse and the weapons locker keycard. There is also a knife here that you can grab on the wall, and yeah, don't forget it, it's very important. I didn't have inventory space, so I'm gonna head back and store the knife. I know it might seem a little bit crazy, but don't worry, we're just wasting 30 seconds just doing that, okay? It's okay, it's perfectly fine. Alright, so 2 inventory slots open. We're gonna sprint down this hallway. Now, remember that first aid spray I told you about? You can grab it now also. Also, we're gonna make sure that Elliot doesn't disturb us, so we're going to make sure that he is out of the picture. Remember, wait for your crossers to be tied together like that, forming a plus. And before we go, we can head into the bathroom and grab the first aid spray. If you're scared that you're not gonna have enough room, don't worry, this is planned. I'm showing you how I did it, but you can do it however you want. If you're worried that you're not gonna have enough, just go ahead and store that. Anyway, we're gonna put the fuse into the fuse box, and hopefully you didn't get grabbed by that zombie. If there is a zombie in that hallway, make sure you just hit him in the leg. Alright, we're sticking to the left here. Don't disturb Marvin, he is kind of hostile right now. Alright, so we are walking into this room. This is the liquor hallway. The liquor hallway could potentially have a liquor in here, that's why I'm walking. So I'm gonna be using the boards here. That's the first one. There he is, there's the liquor. So that's why we're walking. Remember, walk, do not sprint in here. So, the second board right here. This is to prevent zombies from bleeding into this room later. So, yeah. So we are slowly walking very carefully. Very, very carefully. And we are putting the final set of boards right there. And that's it. We can start sprinting now. So, grab some ACP ammo right there. There's a map if you so desire. And we're going to use the bolt cutters for the last time. See, now we have more inventory space. So we're gonna discard the bolt cutters, of course, grab the detonator, and the rest of the items, the green herb, and the flash grenade. And now we have some more cleanup to do here, some more prep. So we're gonna make sure we go down this hallway, grab the ACP ammo in there, and we're gonna stand behind this black bar on the floor, and we're gonna do the same strategy. Shoot, wait for your crossers, and shoot again. Once again, make sure these enemies are dead, because there is no way of making sure unless you get a critical hit here. Anyway, we're trying to get a critical hit. I'm being very unlucky with my critical hits. Hopefully you are being lucky, but I'm not, unfortunately. And yeah, don't worry, we will have enough ammo. We're only using the ACP ammo for this part. Alright. Grab the ACP ammo from the locker and the gunpowder, and 9.15.7 on this safe right there. And this will give us some more inventory. And that's perfect because we were out of inventory. And yes, that was planned. Before we go, we are going to grab the upgrade from this NED on the left and MRG on the right. And this will be the upgrade for the pistol. Once again, if you don't feel like using the pistol, that's perfectly fine. But with my strategy, I will be using the other pistol as well. Before we go, we are going to go in here and type in 109. This will give us some more ACP ammo. So ACP ammo will be, I don't know why I left, but I should have grabbed, I don't know why I grabbed it, but grab the ACP ammo in there. Oh, I will be coming back, don't worry. I'm doing some inventory management right now. Anyway, we're going to take out these zombies here, because we will be going through this area again. So just make sure they are eliminated. Alright. And there will be another one. There's a total of 3 zombies here that you need to take out in this dark room hallway. The armory hallway. Or east hallway, I guess you could call it.
Son of a bitch.
Anyway, once again, make sure to try to do that. And before we go, we can grab the green herb in there. There is another zombie there that I will be taking out, so don't worry. Anyway, red herb, combine it, and then let's do some more inventory management. So I'm gonna store the green herb, the magazine, everything else. I'm only bringing with me the detonator, the pistol ammo, and the weapons locker keycard. There's also some more ink ribbons in there and some more gunpowder, so I'm gonna store them right there. And now I'm going to be going out, and there's gonna be a zombie here that I need to take out. Hopefully I get a critical. Hopefully, no good. Let's see, making sure. There we go. This needs to be like the fastest part of your playthrough, by the way. There we go. There it is. Well, no, the fastest part needs to be the lab. The lab only takes 10 minutes, so you can take your 20 to 30 minutes in this part of the game. Anyway, we're gonna grab the ACP ammo that we got earlier, and the shotgun, which is a game changer. This will speed up this will speed up our playthrough by a lot. Grab the ammo and reload the shotgun. This will be your best friend for the remaining of this playthrough. Alright, now we're going to be doing some interesting things that you might disagree with. So Mr. X gets triggered very early in the B scenario, or the second playthrough. So we're going to be doing some things that you might scoff at, but that's okay. This is just how I did it. So I'm bringing with me the shotgun, the handgun, and the detonator, making sure the zombie is not gonna be a problem later. And that's gonna be my inventory. So the shotgun shells, handgun ammo, and the detonator. I'm also grabbing this red herb right here behind the coffee machine, and we are going to go up the stairs. So we're gonna go up the stairs, and there will be some ammo here. And there's a zombie here that you can stun, or you can make sure he is not gonna be a problem later. Choose wisely. I chose the stun. And there's gonna be a spade key. I'm ignoring the magnum in this playthrough, okay? Don't worry about the magnum, we don't need it. Alright, so I'm grabbing the spade key. And I'm getting the gunpowder here. And I'm making sure this zombie comes down, and then I'm focusing shot his face. Shoot him in the face. Shoot him in the face. Make him regret climbing up those the rafters. Anyway, we're gonna insert the detonator there. Yes, that's for inventory management. We're gonna insert it. We're gonna bring back the battery later. Anyway, I'm going across this little wooden bridge here. And we're doing this first because otherwise Mr. X will be upset later. So I'm grabbing the knife. Don't forget the knife in the library. And then we're gonna do some cleanup here. We're doing some cleanup. Make sure they are fully out of the question. Oh, don't miss, because we are completely gonna be out of ammo if we do that. So, oh, yeah, making sure. Just making sure. Okay. Making sure. I'm not having any luck in this playthrough. But, yeah. Oh, and I missed. Yeah, it's not gonna look good for me. Yep, 6 bullets left. That's okay. If you run out of ammo, you can use the Matilda. It's fine. And I missed again. Oh, boy. And hopefully he is not gonna be a problem. Anyway, we're gonna solve the puzzle right now. And we're gonna move this shelf from right to left, and the other ones from left to right. And that's pretty much 50% of the puzzle done. And before we go, there's some ACP ammo in there. So we're gonna reload. And hopefully everyone else is gone here. You can use your shotgun as well. You will have plenty of shotgun, trust me. Anyway, we're gonna solve the puzzle. This is different in this playthrough. So this puzzle, the twins, the scale, and the little worm. And that is how you get the unicorn puzzle medallion solution. And we're not taking the book. We're going to use the spade key here. And before we go, we are going to grab the ACP ammo from the chair here. And that's a weird place to have a chair. I mean, I don't know. I guess people sit down here and having a break, taking a break. Anyway, and that's 50% of, well, that's not 50%. That's 2 medallions. Anyway, the solution to this is crown, torch, and the bird. And that's the lion medallion puzzle. And we're gonna go down here and stick to the right. Avoid Marvin at all costs. He is not going to be our friend in this playthrough. Alright, open this door. This is for inventory management. Marvin will be a problem, so I'm gonna use a shotgun on him. Same thing with his colleague here. He was not cooperative, so I took damage. As you saw there, that was some BS on their behalf, but that's perfectly fine. So after you take out those 2 zombies with the shotgun, we're gonna insert the medallion. And if you take damage like me, you can use the first aid spray that is located in this room. Hopefully you don't have to do this. Hopefully you didn't miss your shotgun. Anyway, we're gonna heal. Luckily, I left the first aid spray here. There it is. And we're gonna take the green herb from the waiting room or reception. And we're gonna combine it with our red herb that we grabbed earlier. See what I mean when I mean inventory management? Okay, yeah, that's what I meant. Anyway, before we go, we're gonna do the same thing with her. Make sure you land all of your pellets on her head. And all of the zombies in this main hall have to be dead. Otherwise, you will have to dodge them, okay? Alright, so we're grabbing the green herb here and using the spade key so we can discard it. Now we can discard it, make sure it's open for later, okay? Make sure this door is open. Before we go, 6, 2, 11. So right, left, right. This is the upgrade for the Matilda, the compensator. And now we are ready for Mr. X, for the final medallion. But yeah, let me remind you that these videos take a very long time. If you enjoy them, hopefully you enjoy them, please subscribe, hit the notification bell to know when I upload, and let's get right to it. So we are currently at 17 minutes. You should be at around under 20 is ideal here, okay? So you can pause your game and look at your time at the top right. So we're gonna go through the spade key. I did grab this, I forgot. So we're gonna go through the spade key door. And this guy's still alive. So I'm just gonna you know, make sure he isn't. There we go. And we're gonna go back up the stairs. Everyone in the library has to be absolutely not in this room, except for the zombie that's eating. Don't touch the ladder because that will trigger the zombie. Anyway, so we're gonna go back up through this room. We can also go through the spade key door downstairs if you want. I realize this is kind of like a backwards way of taking this, but that's perfectly okay. It's perfectly fine to mess up. Anyway, this zombie will be here. He is kind of a problem, so I'm going to stun him and run past. I will be honest, this was one of the first times I did this B scenario. I wasn't very familiar with it, so there are some mistakes, but I'm showing you that you can do it with mistakes. Anyway, otherwise you could have just gone through that spade key door. and go through the office. Anyway, we're gonna store the herbs and the knife. We're gonna bring with us the handgun, the shotgun, and the valve handle. Yes, we're gonna take the valve handle, and I'm also considering making some shotgun shells here, but you really won't need to shoot anyone in this part. All you need is the valve handle. So I'm doing it in this in this order because a lot of you guys screamed at me on my Claire playthrough. So I'm doing it this way because otherwise otherwise Mr. X will be triggered. Anyway, grab the shotgun shells, insert the code CAP, grab the shotgun shells, don't open the other locker, and we are going to be using the valve handle here. Now it's time to get the battery for the detonator. So open the locker here, and we're going to get the gunpowder, get the shotgun shells from the seat, and run. Run to the left. Just run to the left and grab the battery here, the 9-volt. Get the little red herb, the yellow powder, the first aid spray, the shotgun shells, and the flash grenade. The flash grenade being the most important part of this. So there's some ACP ammo here as well. So reload it or whatever. So after all of that, we're going to the right. I'm not going to the left because if you go down the left, Mr. X will be a problem. And that's not what I want. Alright, so we're gonna go up the stairs here. And if the zombie's still here, make sure you shoot him however you want. I chose the pistol. But once again, if he's a problem, just make sure you shoot him in the head. Alright, so Mr. X could be a problem here for you. There's other ways of doing this, of course, but this is how I did it. But yeah, so we're going to be inserting the battery into the detonator. So combine it, insert it, and hide behind the pillar here. Keep this door open, otherwise the shelf will fall down. And sometimes the shelf does fall down still, so make sure the shelf isn't down. And we're going to solve the puzzle here. The puzzle solution is ram, harp, and bird. Ram, harp, bird. And we're gonna grab the maiden medallion, and that is the maiden medallion puzzle. So I'm at 22 minutes here. Mr. X is going to be all over me, so I'm gonna try to dodge him. There is no liquor in this playthrough, by the way, in this part, so don't worry. And we're ready to fight the first boss. Now, as we head downstairs, let me remind you, this is on PC, okay? So certain things might be slightly different. The only thing that's different in my playthrough on PC is the fact that my damage deals more, that my knife deals more damage. Oh yeah, if this guy's still around, make sure he isn't. So, this strategy still works on PlayStation 4. I've tried it recently, and you can do it. If it doesn't work out for you, just make sure you practice it constantly because it will. Grab the shotgun shells, and we are going to save for the first time. This is save number 1 of 3, okay? Make sure you save here because you might die to the boss. So save here, that is your save number 1, okay? Save number 1 happens at 23 minutes on this video. Alright, for this next boss, I will be bringing 1 flash grenade, 2 knives. You can use the infinite knife if you have it. 2 knives, 1 flash grenade. That is all we need, okay? That is absolutely all we need for this boss. On PC, on PlayStation, Xbox, whatever, okay? Alright. So, before we head into the room with the boss, we're going to grab the hand grenade down here. So, hand grenade, flash, 2 knives, and we are ready. So, once again, if you happen to die in Resident Evil 2 Remake while going for the S Plus in hardcore difficulty, make sure you load from the main menu, okay? Make sure you load from the main menu, otherwise it will add time to your playthrough. Anyway, as soon as the boss battle starts, we're going to throw the hand grenade, and I'm going to go and do this. With the knife, I'm going around him, hitting him twice, once in the leg or hip, and once in his arm. And after that, after he stops doing that animation, I'm throwing a flash grenade, and I'm continuously hitting him with the knife. If he doesn't care about your flash grenade, well, just try to continue knifing him. After your knife is at half health, switch to the other knife and start hitting him again, like so. He will probably grab you. That's okay. That's why we switch to the knife, okay? And now we're gonna switch to the other knife and start hitting him again. There we go. The goal here is to hit him twice as you slash. You hit him once in the arm and once in the body, wherever, okay? It might take you some time to get down, but trust me, this works on PlayStation as well. And yes, you are meant to get grabbed, but if you're amazing, and I know you are, you won't get grabbed. But it takes practice, and I'm allowing you to waste one knife here. But if your knife had enough durability, it will drop in the middle of this room. Anyway, grab everything in this room, okay? Grab everything. And make sure the knife isn't in the middle. Sometimes is in the middle right here, but for me it wasn't. So we are going to go up the ladder. After you grab everything, okay? Make sure you grab everything. Okay, so grab the gunpowder from the locker and the herb. Excuse me. The herb from the corner right there. And then we're going to interact with this lever. So make sure you remember this part, because you will probably have to do it a few times. Because if you die anywhere in from now, you will have to do all of this again. Okay? So I need you to really get this boss fight down, because you will most likely have to do this a few times if this is your first time. If not, then great for you. Anyway, we're gonna run down here. There's another ink ribbon in there if you so desire. We are storing everything except the handgun ammo, and actually I'm gonna be bringing the shotgun with me. So the M19 and the shotgun shells and the shotgun. So the M19, the ACP, the shotgun, and the shotgun shells. And that's the only things that we need from this box here. So this is the parking garage segment. Ada will show up here. So we're gonna skip the cutscene. And before we go after her, we are going to grab the yellow box. So this is completely optional. You don't have to do it, but it helps a lot against the second Birkin fight. So I recommend you do this. So this is the sock for the Matilda, which allows us to shoot 3-round bursts. So grab the key from the yellow box. Don't worry about the diamond key door there. We don't care about that. Get the shotgun shells and we're out of here. That's all we need. We are never coming back here. We don't care. Again, we don't care about this room except for the 2 items that I just got from here. Anyways, so we're gonna go up to this police car and use the key. What is it? 7439? Anyway, I'm gonna get the stock there, and we're gonna discard the car key. And I'm actually going to head down the ladder and store the stock. This takes away like 30 to 40 seconds of my run. That's okay. That's fine. We are not speedrunning. I'm not interested in speedrunning. And I'm showing you a way to do this without having to be a speedrunner or using speedrunner strats. But of course, you can play however you want. Anyway, after we do that, we're going to go through the green door where Ada went. And we're going to grab the map here, of course, it's very useful, and the ACP ammo. After that, I'm going to grab my shotgun and shoot this zombie that's just sleeping there, okay? And that's it. That's the only zombie I will be taking out. From here, we need the crank. So we're gonna grab the crank after the cutscene. The cutscene doesn't count for your time. It counts for your real life time, but not for the game time. Does that make sense? Okay. So we're gonna keep going here. And the zombie, of course, has to be dead. And we're gonna go back into the dark hallway. Alright, so let me remind you that I have S Plus guides for other games like Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil 2 S Plus on the A scenario, Resident Evil Village, Resident Evil 4, of course, and I will be making more for more Resident Evil games. So make sure you check them out. I have one for Claire as well. Anyway, grab the blue herb and the high-grade gunpowder, and make sure you focus your crosshairs on this dog and use your handgun on it, okay? Because yes, it does matter. You do deal more damage. Critical damage actually applies to every single boss and every single enemy in this game. So focus your crosshairs as much as you can and take out the 3 dogs in the dog kennel. That's it. You only need to do that. And as soon as we stop in here, we're going to grab the red herb from the second coffin thing, drawer thing. Anyway, and the flash grenade from the last place thingy, and that's it. That's all we need from here. That is all we need. Leon doesn't need the diamond key at all in the second run. Use the crank on this shutter. Now I know what it's called. Shout outs to everyone who remembers what I'm talking about. And right off the bat, there's gonna be a green herb to the left. Don't miss it, because I always forget about it. And combine green, red, and blue. So we have some inventory space here, and there's some gunpowder here also that you can grab. And most importantly, the orange boxed electronic part, the Aegis Cube Conductor C672. And of course the gunpowder. If you don't have enough room for the gunpowder, you can combine it or just discard it. It's okay. But this is how it's looking. So we're at 31 minutes. Don't you worry your pretty face. And yeah, so activate the middle 2 buttons. And that's how you solve this puzzle. There's going to be a dog here, so we're going to shoot him. Otherwise he will follow us. And there's going to be another dog here, so we're going to focus our crosshairs here if you can. If you don't, then that's fine. Oh, never mind. Oh yeah, this one right here. Yes, you absolutely need to take this one out. This might be a little bit difficult because he's behind the bars. We're going to equip our shotgun and aim exactly right here. Aim exactly right here, and boom. There you go. Just like that. Time it correctly. Please play with headphones. And the final dog is right here. Of course, you can dodge these dogs if you so desire. If you want to save up shotgun shells for maybe a zombie or 2 later. But I like playing it safe, so I'm taking out the dog. Otherwise, he will deal a lot of damage to me. And it's better to just use your gunpowder later for some more shotgun shells. But it's okay. It's perfectly fine. Whatever strategy you want to use, it's okay. As long as you follow this guide, you can adapt to it. Anyway, we're back here. Remember this place? The break room hallway. Now we're going to be doing some more inventory management. We're going to leave behind these items. The gunpowder, cube conductor, the herb, and we're bringing with us the gunpowder, the handgun, the ammo, the shotgun, the ammo, and the crank. Okay, the crank. If you didn't take out Marvin or his friend here, he will be here. But some zombies will spawn here, so use your shotgun on them. Don't waste your time. Use your shotgun on all 3 of them. Make sure you are focused like this, because trust me, it matters. Alright, so we are going to head back up and outside. And this is why I told you to take out those enemies, remember? Yes. So don't get the green herb. That's for later. That is for later. And we are going to head into this area. Use your crank for this shutter. And we are gonna head upstairs. Or sorry, we are gonna head downstairs. We have 33 minutes on the clock. Discard the crank, of course. Oh, yes. Sorry, my bad. We're gonna head upstairs and grab the this thing. The yellow board here. It's optional. It's optional. Okay, it's optional. I like grabbing the wooden planks because I don't want to have to waste my ammo on the zombie. So I'm just gonna use the thing here, the wooden plank. Use it right there, and I'm never coming back here. That's the only thing I want from this area. The yellow gunpowder, which is used to make some shotgun shells. And that's why we grabbed the wooden planks, because otherwise the zombie would break through the window and it would be a problem for us. Anyway, head back up and we're gonna grab some items here. And I'm gonna drink some water. You should drink some water too. All right, get the blue herb, get the big gear, and we are going to use the shotgun on the zombie and grab the shotgun shells from here. I don't know what the heck that was. And there's gonna be another zombie here, so make sure you are close enough for the shotgun shells to land and take him out. Don't forget the shotgun shells, by the way. I don't know if I said that already. And there's blue herb here. That's optional if you like it. If you don't, that's okay. You don't have to, but we're going to be doing some inventory management here. So, some ACP high caliber handgun ammo. Right there. And we're going to activate the little lever here. Watch out, there will be some zombies. So we have 2 blue herbs here. I'm going to combine them with my green, double green, right there. If you have the blue herb, of course. If not, it's okay. Blue herb is for poison. Anyway, from right to left, these zombies will come out. Shotgun, shotgun. This might be a little bit difficult for you, but it's okay. Anyway, ink ribbon there if you're nervous about not having 3 for some reason. We're gonna store the green herbs and everything else. We're gonna carry the shotgun ammo, handgun ammo, the large gear, and I'm going to get the clover key. And you can bring a red and blue here. Oh, or no, sorry. That's it. That's the inventory. Shotgun, the handgun, and the respective ammo for those weapons, the large gear, and the clover key. That's the only things we need, okay? So handgun ammo, shotgun ammo, large gear, and clover key. Activate the lever and grab the red herb, and Mr. X will be here. So we're not gonna be doing. We're gonna be doing a big gamer mode here. We're gonna do that. But if you're not confident, you can just go back outside and dodge Mr. X like that. But yeah, so we're gonna combine the green herb here with the red herb, finally. And we're gonna go through the spade door. Remember how I told you to have this door open? That is exactly why. And that's why you need to trust me. That's why you need to trust me. Alright, so we have the clover key. And now it's time to go through the cursed hallway in the east corridor here. So remember when I told you to use the boards on this hallway? I hope you did it, because otherwise this will be a big problem. So we are gonna slowly walk into this room, into this hallway. Mr. X will be all up in our business, but luckily we used the boards here. So we're walking past the liquor. The liquor is blind, okay? But has very good hearing. Use the clover key. Get the grenade. Get the tool. And we're gonna wait for Mr. X. This is gonna be slightly difficult, okay? So please pay close attention. But it's fine if you take damage. It's perfectly fine. So Mr. X has a scripted event here, but if he has heard you, he might not come. So we're waiting for him. So I did that to make him slow down, by the way. Make him swing. And then we're gonna walk out. Just walk it. Just walk it. Just walk it. Just walk it. Just walk. Just walk. If Mr. X is giving you trouble, you may use the grenade here to stun him. But you don't need to. What I did in that room was I lured Mr. X to swing at me. That way he would slow down. It's slightly difficult to explain and it's slightly difficult to master, but I know you can do it. Don't be scared of taking damage because you have a green herb, a red and green herb, okay? So we're gonna go to the library here, the second floor. Use the jack handle, and hopefully you did this puzzle at the beginning, because we're gonna be moving it now to its location, all 3 shelves from left to right, and finally we are touching this ladder, and the zombie will wake up. But that's okay, because I'm never going to return to this library. They can just be triggered here. So I'm running. Stick to the right. Stick to the right. Stick to the right. Stick to the right. There will be a door. Stick to the right. Stick to the right. Stick to the right. Spam F or whatever it is. And use the large gear. After you use the large gear, do not forget to grab the large gear back from the thing, because I always forget. And before we go back up, we're gonna walk past this machinery and we're going to go through the door and grab the large powder that's just located in this little hallway. Also, there's a Mr. Raccoon here if you like that. If you want the infinite knife, you can check out somebody else's guide if you want. I'm not making that guide. Anyway, we're gonna go up the staircase here. And if you don't have one slot open here in your inventory, you're going to have to discard something like the green and red herb. That's perfectly fine. Don't discard the large powder. If it's up to you, you can do large powder or the health. I'm confident with the health, so I'm discarding the health. So I'm using the large gear, removing the small gear and inserting the large gear and going back down and use the small gear. So if you're confident that you will have enough shotgun ammo or ammo in general, you can discard the large gunpowder. But honestly, it's okay. Grab the orange box with the cube conductor right here. And now we are going to slowly open the door because there might be a zombie. The zombie should be down the hall. There's Mr. X. Hey, look, there's another green herb, which we are going to grab. And this zombie will be a problem if you don't shoot him in the leg. So we're going to shoot him in the leg, run past him. Just keep going. Just keep going. And we're going to open the locked door. So remember when I told you to shoot those zombies? Well, this is why. So we're gonna go through and that's it. We are fully done with this area. All we have to do is head back down to the parking lot garage and we can solve that puzzle. And we are ready for the sewers. Once again, if you guys haven't checked out my Clear S+A run, make sure you check that out. I have tons of wonderful guides for the Resident Evil games and other games as well. So yeah, if you guys enjoy this kind of thing, please consider leaving a thumbs up and like my video because that helps me out immensely. Alright, so the zombies will break through the window here, but we don't care because we're going to do everything very quickly. We're going to store the clover key, the grenade, the large powder. We're going to bring the 2 cubes with us and 1 flash grenade. 1 flash grenade, shotgun, handgun ammo, and yes, and the flash grenade. Most importantly, the cubes. We need both cubes. We need both cubes, because otherwise we can't get out of here. So we're gonna solve this puzzle real quick. And yes, this puzzle is slightly different in the B scenario or second run, however you want to call it. There is an achievement, I think, related to this. Anyway, I'm serpentining, as you can see here. I'm serpentine, left and right, left and right. Just Just try your best at dodging these dogs. It's okay if you get hit. Trust me, I just... That's the one thing I can't get down for some reason. Dodging those dogs. That's fine. You run faster. Anyway, when you're in caution. So, we're gonna solve this puzzle. This puzzle. With 2 cubes. Insert the 2 cubes. And just solve it. Alright, so we're gonna grab the healing item in there and the parking lot card. Go to this red light and use the lever. Mr. X will be upset at us, so we're gonna trick him into punching the air and we're gonna run past him. With your flash grenade out. Hopefully she's not there. Flash grenade out. We're gonna stun them. Unfortunately, that played out differently for me. But we're gonna use the flash grenade to stun everyone there before you have to shoot anyone. Okay, so flash grenade at the right time and you will be set. If you take damage, go ahead and heal. Okay, that's okay. Use the first aid spray. That's perfectly fine. Anyway, use the parking lot card and you can grab the green herb from the right side here. So after we're outside, Ada will go up to the Kendo gun shop and we will grab the shotgun upgrade and we will combine it with the shotgun. Get the hand grenade, get the ACP ammo, and trigger the cutscene. Trigger the cutscene and we are going to go through this little door here. We're gonna follow Ada into the sewers. So once we're in the sewer tunnel, if you keep going here down this path, you can get the large caliber handgun ammo right there. And if you're scared of the alligator killing you, you may save here. I don't recommend it, but just watch this part before you try it, okay? Watch this part before you try it. You don't need anything specific here. But if you're nervous, you can save here, okay? If you're nervous, you can save here. Just make sure you remember that this is your second save, okay? Alright. We're gonna store everything except our handgun, and the handgun ammo, and the shotgun shells. Alright. We're gonna keep going here, and we're gonna do the alligator. I recommend you do this part. I recommend you save here because Ada's segment might be slightly difficult for you. So if you're scared of Ada's segment and the alligator, I recommend you save right before it, okay? So that's save number 2. We're going to count that as save number 2 at 47 minutes. Alright, we're going to stick to the left. Stick to the left. Stick to the left. And as soon as the alligator bites, stick to the right. Stick to the right. All the way to the right. All the way to the right. As soon as the alligator bites twice, we're gonna stick to the middle. To the left, sorry. So left, right, left. Left, right, left. Left, right, left. And that's it. Left, right, wait for the double bite, and then left. After that, we're gonna shoot the yellow pipe with our handgun and grab the hand grenade. Head up the ladder and into the elevator. I guess if you want, you can listen to Ada talk, but it's okay. Anyway, this is another spot where you can have your second save, but I don't recommend it. Anyway, we're gonna skip the cutscene and it's Ada time. So, interact with the ladder to activate the EMF visualizer, and we are going to interact with this thing to the right, and then with the fan. Okay, so activate the circuit board and then the fan. The ladder. Then go down this tunnel, and once you're in the tunnel here, we're gonna aim the EMF visualizer on the right here, right there. Then we're going to activate the fan. Before you jump down, make sure you do the circuit board on the left here. That way you can open the door. There's a file here if you want it, but I don't want it. So I'm going down this hallway, this walkway, I guess. Grab the handgun ammo. You can never have too much handgun ammo. And yeah, so ideally you don't want to get hit here, but it's okay. You can get hit once only. Remember that. So there's a zombie right there. So I'm going around these boxes and past the red container. So we're gonna keep going here past the red light. There will be a zombie that falls down, so be very careful. Activate this circuit board here and turn around. This zombie might be a problem, so we're gonna shoot him once in the leg or twice or a few times if you need to. If you don't, then that's okay. There's gonna be another zombie here. We're gonna stun him. And we're gonna keep going here. Watch out because there is an additional zombie here that can grab you, but just run directly to the elevator. If you're fast enough, you won't get hit. So, Ada segment should only last about 3 to 5 minutes, or even less if you're faster. So, as soon as we reach these panels, we're gonna aim to the right and activate the circuit board. Then, we're going to activate the lever, and then aim up and activate the other thing. And then we're going to go up to this fan and activate it with the EMF visualizer. And that's it. And now we're ready for the final part. There's a Mr. Raccoon here on the right if you so desire. But yeah, so we're gonna go up the stairs and activate the lever. And then into the trash compactor.
Bravo. Gonna burn me alive now. You'll never get your fill.
Alright, so as soon as we are trapped in here, we're gonna aim to the bottom left. This is the first one you need to interact with. Is in this order. So we're almost close to the 1 hour mark, so don't mess it up, okay? So after that, we're going to go up to the door and activate the door. Then once again left, and then right on the door, and then right again on the wall right here, and then the middle. Easy. Left, left, right. Easy like that. And we did it. Congratulations, you have completed Ada segment. And if you haven't saved before, you can save with Leon at the next typewriter. But make sure you are always under 3 saves. Always.
Ada, where are you?
Alright, so here we are back with Leon. We're gonna jump down here, and we still have some difficult things to do. So if you're still with 1 save in your pocket, you're gonna have to pull some big gamer moves here. Alright, so we're gonna stick to the left here, towards this light, and there's gonna be some items that we need to pick up. This will trigger the zombie janitor upstairs, okay? So remember that. So get the shotgun shells. We will be using one very soon. Alright, keep going. And remember that guy that I told you about? Yeah, he will be here. That's a cassette, you don't need it. There he is. You can stun him if you want, but don't risk it. I would recommend you use your shotgun on him. Or you can stun him or whatever. It's okay. I prefer just making sure he is no longer here, but it's up to you. Alright, so continue onwards here. Stun this enemy or walk past him. And we're gonna go down the stairs. There will be a knife at the end of the staircase. And we're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost at the 50% mark. It's more like 66%, but yeah. Anyway. Nice. Go up to this blue door, and we're gonna grab the blue herb from there. The geodots. Right, the geodots. Before we go to the right, there's some yellow powder right there. And the geodot will be sitting there. So we're gonna sit back, shoot him once, and then immediately run to his left. Don't be too close to him when you shoot him though, otherwise he will stun you. So be close enough, be far enough for him to not stun you. And then shoot him and then run past to the left. You have to be very quick. Alright, so we're gonna go up this ladder. And there is nothing that we need from this locker. Remember, there's only magnum ammo in there, and we don't need that. So immediately go down to the left. There's some shotgun shells right there, very incredibly important. And there is nothing in that locker right there. But there is a file here that you might be missing, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, this is usually where I would save, but for this B scenario, you can save wherever you want, but make sure you are at 2 saves right now. This is the point where I tell you, be at 2 saves right now, okay? If you haven't saved yet before the alligator, this is your last chance to save for the second time. So in my playthrough, this was my second save, okay? So this is because I'm more familiar with the alligator part. So we are at 2 saves right now. Alright, so we're bringing with us the shotgun shells and the shotgun and some inventory space. Don't worry because we will be coming back here. So we're going to be doing some handgun and handgun ammo stuff, and we're going to be getting our shotgun here. We're going to putting it to good use. So once again, remember it's okay if you take damage, don't worry, but try not to. We're going to grab the red herb here. And don't forget the tool. I seem to have forgotten it, but I will go back. Don't worry, the tool is down there. But yeah, so we're going to continue onwards. And the solution to this puzzle is 2, 12, 8. And this will be the upgrade for the shotgun, the stock. Very good upgrade. Very, very good upgrade. And we're going to stick to the right. Don't touch the zombie at all. Do not touch him. Don't touch him. Grab the blue herb and combine it with the red, and do not touch that zombie. Alright, go through this door and we're gonna do some cleanup here. Prevention cleanup. Use your shotgun. 1, 2, and then this one. 3, and then get the green herb and combine it with the red and blue. And we are going to go to the left here in this water. There will be a grenade, and that is absolutely all you need from this area. So this is prevention cleanup for later, because we're going to be running through this part a few times. So we're going to be doing some more inventory management here. If you forgot the key handle, we're going to grab it now. Okay, so you should have grabbed it when you got the red herb, but it's okay. It's okay. 30 seconds. It's not gonna kill anyone. Anyway, there's another file here that's I think it's exclusive to the B scenario, so don't miss it. There's 1 or 2, I think, right there. Okay. So once again, we're gonna head back into the safe room, and we are going to interact with the box. We're gonna leave behind some items. So this is the inventory that I will be going with. So I'm gonna put away my shotgun and the shotgun shells. I'm gonna bring with me the pistol ammo, one knife, the T-handle, and one hand grenade. Okay, so these are the things that I need. No shotgun for this part. Do not need it. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. If you mess up here, you have a save in the sewers already. So it's fine. All right. So we are going to head to the left here. And we're going to use the T handle here, the tool. And we're not grabbing the keys here. Do not grab the keys. Don't get the keys. Get the green herb from here, and then we're gonna go up. And then we're gonna keep going. Jump down, and there will be another G mutant. So we're gonna make sure we position ourselves. So I'm equipping my knife. I'm shooting the G, and then I'm running to the right. Running to the right. And there's gonna be another G right here, so I'm trying to dodge him. If he does the wiggle head, or wait for him to slam down, you can just run past him. If he slams down or does the wiggle head, that's your cue to go. That's the two dodgeable parts for him. So, there's gonna be this guy, he's annoying, so we're gonna shoot him a few times. Hit the zombie in this game, and run past. This is where you can choose to bring your shotgun instead of the pistol, but honestly, it's okay. Try whatever works for you. I prefer the pistol because I get to stun the G-adults. Anyway, grab the queen plug from here, examine it so you don't get confused like I do. Even though I played chess my whole life, I just can't see. And we're gonna insert it here. Grab the blue herb. So we should have an RGB herb right now, red, green, and blue. And then we're gonna go upstairs. And then we're going to grab the king. Okay, so examine it if you need. And then we're gonna jump through this hole here. So there will be a zombie here. He's very annoying. So I'm just gonna walk past and insert the king. Grab the flamethrower. Go back out. And hopefully you stun them. Grab the king again, and we run past. There's another guy here. Unfortunately, you can use your hand grenade if you so desire. But yeah, it's up to you how you deal with these guys. I like dodging them, but as you can see, that didn't work out that well. So you can, these items that I gave you, this hand grenade and this knife, were meant to be used here. So if you use your hand grenade here or knife, don't feel bad, because that's the purpose of them. Okay. So anyway, that's how you do this puzzle. It's very easy, very straightforward. And then we're gonna grab all of both plugs. If you get slightly confused, it's queen, king, queen, king. That's how it is. Anyway, after the flamethrower. Anyway, this guy, for some reason, climbed up this little step here. But yeah, so that shouldn't happen to you. So see the wiggle head? That means he's birthing, okay? If he gets you with that, he will poison you. I found out, I didn't know about that, so I found out the hard way. But ideally, you want to go through the right side when they're doing the wiggle head, okay? So when they're doing wiggle head, they can't attack you unless you go and touch their poison. Okay, we're gonna stick to the left here. This is the worst part of this entire playthrough, by the way. Don't feel bad for messing it up. It can go any way. Anyway, so we're gonna trigger this G-adult, and then as soon as you see him running, wait for him to do a grab and then run past him. It's like that, easy. That's how we do it in the B scenario. You can't go right because the zombies will grab you. So, trigger the G, wait for him to slam down or, reach towards you. And then when he goes down, run past him. You have to be very quick. Go up the ladder as soon as you can, and that's it. If you took damage, I'm allowing you to take 3 damage here, okay? 3 times. That's why we took the bad knife and the good grenade. The good grenade and the grenade. And that's why we have red and green and blue. Don't worry, don't feel bad about using your red and green and blue, because the only point in time in which you will need the poison healing is right now. So let's do it. Alright, so we are going to bring the shotgun with us, the handgun and the handgun ammo, and the T-handle. Okay, we're gonna leave the everything else, just those. We have 4 inventory slots open. Okay, you don't need the plugs right now because we're gonna get the last plug here, and then we'll be back. So we're gonna keep going here, and we're gonna open this door. Okay, so we are going to keep going, keep running, stick to the left, stick to the left, stick to the left, and then go up this little platform. And we are going to be using the T-handle right here. This should be the last time you use the T-handle. It will not disappear from your inventory in this playthrough, so because we're not using it again. Alright, so there's some shotgun shells right here. Avoid all magnum ammo, by the way, if you find any. Go up the little elevator. And we are going to do something extremely dangerous. But we can take some risks here. Don't grab anything else other than the handgun ammo. We're gonna run, open this lock, run straight, grab the plug, immediately turn around. The zombie will get up, try to avoid him, or shoot him. It's that simple. You can preemptively just use a shotgun shell on his head, but at this point we should save up our shotgun shells for the super tyrant. So once again, it's up to you, but I'm showing you that it's possible. Wait for this guy to go down into the water and immediately jump to the left. Okay, so wait up there until he goes down towards you. He should be like trying to get you, so wait for him to go underwater and then step down. And that is the sewers done. That is it. That's why I like saving here, because this can be slightly difficult. But in reality, it takes 15 minutes. That's why it's kind of a waste of a save to save before the alligator. So we're gonna save here. We're not gonna save here anymore, but you know, we saved in the sewers. Anyway, that's it. So now we're gonna be solving the the worst puzzle in the whole game, the chess puzzle. Alright, so go up to the right row of this area, and we're going to be inserting the rook in the middle. And to the left of the rook, we're going to grab the knight from the left side, and we're going to insert the knight on the left side of the rook. And then from the left row, we're going in the leftmost plug, we're going to insert the queen. And to the right of the queen, we're going to insert the bishop in the middle. And in the last one, where the king plug is, the knight plug is, we're going to insert the king. And that is how we do that. Hopefully you understand it. If not, make sure you play it back. So we're going to prepare for the second boss here. So I'm taking the Matilda, I'm combining the Matilda with every single upgrade that I have. So the compensator in the stock, one knife, all of the handgun ammo that I have, the hand grenade, one first aid spray, and the flame thrower. If you want, you can make some more handgun ammo here, but I'm not. I'm just taking 24 and 20 or 17. You need 2 slots open for this part, so one first aid spray should be enough. We're gonna collect the blue herb, combine it with the green herb that you find ahead of it. Once again, bring a grenade with you, it's important. And we're gonna take the red herb right here, combine it with the blue and green. And we're going to solve this puzzle by just activating everything except the first one. Alright, so we're gonna go up to this blue door, don't get scared, and then we're gonna get under this fan. this AC unit or whatever. Just stand still under the fan and wait for Birkin to start breaking the door down. Alright, so as soon as he starts breaking the door, we're gonna stick to the left of it and run forward. Run forward towards his claw and just keep going, just keep going. If you fail this, he will catch up to you. So do not fail this. You have to be as fast as possible here because he will catch up to you if you make one single mistake. But no pressure though. You'll be fine. Anyway, we're gonna jump down here. See, I told you. And the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to activate the button here and use the hand grenade to stop him because I don't like him doing that. So after that, we're going to grab everything from the right side, including the grenade, and we're going to equip the knife, okay? Equip the knife. If he attacks you, just eat your herbs, okay? Eat your herbs. And we're going to use the Matilda. Matilda, with all the ammo that you have in your inventory, your red ammo, you can use all the ammo that you want. Anyway, shoot him in the eyes. Shoot him in the eyes. Shoot him in the eyes with the burst fire. That's why your Matilda has to be upgraded. And then I'm running to the right. I'm running to the right. As soon as I see him crouch, I run to the right to dodge him. Anyway, we want to put him down. So equip your knife and go up to his right, left, or whatever, where his knee bends and his arm. So we're hitting him 3 times. One in his knee, one in his torso, and one time in his arm. He will turn around and retaliate. So yeah, just be careful of that. Anyway, yeah, that's BS. And we're just gonna repeat the process. Anyway, once again, if you're doing this on PlayStation or Xbox, it works. It takes slightly longer though. Anyway, land your handgun ammo. You cannot miss. You cannot miss here. Literally, you cannot miss. And we're gonna shoot him right there. And if you run out of ammo, just switch to your flamethrower, and we are going to be using the flamethrower here. Once again, this is up to you. You can bring your shotgun if you want, but I just like using the flamethrower against him in this part of the battle. Anyway, that'll put him down, and we're gonna use the best knife that you have, not the most broken one, okay? Equip the best knife that you have, and we're gonna knife him here, from torso, leg, and arm. And he will turn around like this, and I'm going to equip the bad knife, the mostly broken one. That way it acts as a protection item. And we're gonna put him down again. This is the last time we put him down, okay? So flamethrower, use the button, and as soon as he's down, we're going to hold him down like this. As soon as he starts getting up, use the flash grenade, okay? Use the flash grenade so he doesn't get up. And that is how you get Birkin. You should have about 250, maybe 300 rounds of the flamethrower to do this segment of the nest. Okay, so you need 220 at least, preferably 300. But let's face it, you're probably at 200 right now. Grab all of the ammo from this area except the magnum ammo, and then we're gonna walk out and activate the lever. So don't feel bad if that doesn't go your way, because that is the most annoying playthrough. That's the most annoying boss in the early game. So anyway, doesn't matter what inventory management you do here, as long as you have one inventory open, you should be able to do this part with Ada.
one-way ride, so be prepared, Leon.
This tram is bound for Nest. Do not exit until the final destination.
Alrighty, so we're gonna continue onwards here. This is the final part of the game, so hopefully you are ready to spend some more time with me. And this is probably going to suck a lot for you. Now you have a choice here. If you absolutely hated the sewers, you can save here. Or you can save when I save later. Anyway, we're gonna go into the waiting room, grab the shotgun shells and the map. And then we're gonna head into the little reception here and store the flame round, the flame thing, the pistol. Get the M19 pistol instead and the ACP ammo. Get your shotgun shells and the shotgun and the wristband. That's the only things that we need. So, sorry, the M19, all of the ammo that you have, and just a shotgun. You don't need shotgun shells, just a shotgun. Just in case we bring a shotgun with no ammo, just the reloaded ammo, okay? So, handgun ammo, shotgun, wristband. Alright, so we're gonna go in here, immediately go to the right, grab this grenade, stick to the left here, there should be some fuel ammo right there, and then run to the middle, get the handgun ammo and immediately run back towards where the girl is eating, and then forward and to the left to the ladder. Go up the ladder. You have to be very quick, otherwise they will bite you. There is a Mr. Raccoon down there if you are looking forward to getting the primal knife. No, it's not primal knife, sorry. Anyway, we're gonna grab the big powder there and the knife from the kitchen. There's a guy here, always. He likes running into this hallway, so be careful. Sometimes he runs into the kitchen. We're gonna use our shotgun and take him out. And we're gonna run here and get the shotgun shells. And the wristband, combine it with the wristband itself, and that's it. That's all we care about here. That is all we care about here. That is the only thing I care about from here. Stick to the right in this corridor, otherwise the door will open, okay? Stick to the right. Do not activate the door of the cafeteria, because that will trigger zombies to go into the door with you. Alright, we're gonna store everything except our handgun, the shotgun and the handgun ammo, and I'm going to go into this next part, grab the modulator, and now we're gonna head back to the dark hallway. I know this is a little bit weird because it's the B scenario, or the second run. And we are going to stick to the left, to this wall. Hopefully do not open that green door. Go through the blue door. Watch out, there might be zombies here. I don't know why they spawn here, but you can use your handgun here on her. Please make sure that she is taken care of. I don't want you to get hurt, okay? It would be terrible. And you can get the regulator here for the flamethrower, and you can do OSS. Yes, you have to do the OSS thing first. There you go. But yeah, let me remind you that you can leave a like if you haven't already, and subscribe for more. Check out my other things. I've done a lot of things like this, better ones even. Anyway, there's a hit pouch right there after you do OSS, and there's a file, and there's a Mr. Raccoon also, and we're gonna run. So there might be some zombies here, so get your shotgun out, okay? Stick to the right. Stick to the right. Do not activate that door. The only two zombies you need to take out are the girl and the military guy, or the umbrella guy, I guess. Look how perfect this game is. Look how awesome it is to have a shotgun on your back that's actually attached to a strap. It has physics too, and it's so good. Resident Evil fans, why? Anyway, Resident Evil 4 doesn't have that. Resident Evil 4 doesn't have that. Anyway, we're gonna activate this little panel here, and this is where things get a little bit difficult because we're going to be dealing with the plant people, the IVs. The IVs are a one-shot, okay? So make sure you remember that, because there is no recovering from them, because if you fail here, you go straight back to the sewers. So this is why I recommend, if you're not confident with the nest, this is where your last save should be. This room right here. if you're confident and you believe in yourself, then only save when I tell you to. Okay? Alright. So, if you're not confident, save here. If you're confident, do not. Otherwise, just follow the timestamps for the saves. Anyways, we're going to be doing some inventory here. I'm bringing with me the handgun ammo, the modulator, the wristband, and the flamethrower fully upgraded and reloaded. Okay? Make sure you remember where all your shortcuts are. And we're going to do some cleanup here. So, we're gonna enable that guy, shoot him once, shoot the plant zombie on the right. Okay? Shoot the plant zombie on the right, and then wait for him to get close, and then shoot the other one, and then go back into this hallway. This might be slightly difficult here. So we're gonna stun him once. Basically, we want to fire them up after shooting both once. So we want to use as little as possible flame. So we're waiting for them to line up like that, so we're gonna hold down the fire. We're getting 2 birds with 1 stone, so to speak. You know what I mean? Right. So this strategy is very risky. Only do it if you wanna make sure you have enough flamethrower. Otherwise, just burn them individually. I recommend you try this though. Stun them once they're together, and then burn them. Grab the flash grenade here. The first combination is 5, 8, 3, 1. 8, 3, 1. 5, 8, 3, 1. 5, 8, 3, 1. The second combination is 2, 0, 4, 8. Alright, so next up we're going to activate the solution here. So dispense the solution from this orange panel. And this is where it gets really bad. Grab the solution, don't forget. So we're going to stick to the left. There's a red herb here that I'm going to be getting. And there are some things that we need to do here that are very, very, very annoying. There's a gunpowder there that you can use for combining if you so desire, and the hand grenade. So the solution to this puzzle is
Manual mode engaged.
blue, red, green, blue, red, green, blue, red, green. Easy. Alrighty, so next up we're gonna grab the solution from there, and we are going to go to the left here. There might be some ivies here, so be very careful. Very quickly go down the ladder, and we are almost at the end here. So we're gonna make some more, make another effort here to go. So next up, we have a grenade that we grabbed in the laboratory, right? Okay, so I'm going to make sure I throw this hand grenade in the middle where all these zombies are and get all of the zombies. If some of them survive, make sure you take them out. Not a single zombie has to be alive here. Not a single one. Grab the shotgun shells and combine it with the green herb. Get the green herb and combine it with the red. And you can use the modulator here. It's very easy, very simple. URF or ERF. And we can open up the server room here and the other room. Right, we're running. Don't go to the left yet. We're gonna do some inventory management. This is slightly different from the A scenario because, yeah, things just have to be annoying sometimes. Alright, so I'm storing the flamethrower. So I'm taking with me the handgun ammo, the solution, the wristband, and the fully upgraded shotgun. I'm also doing some pickups here. I'm going to be picking up some items. grab the knife, and store everything else right there. So we have 6 inventory slots open. So I'm bringing the shotgun with me with no ammo, by the way. That's because I'm confident that I won't need more than 8. So I'm walking here, okay? I am very slowly walking, triggering the liquor, not triggering him, but triggering him to spawn. Then I'm attracting him to me, and then I'm stepping to the left side, okay? I'm just doing that because, just to play it safe. Alright, I'm running now. Liquor can't follow you here.
Welcome back, Dr. Lee. You have
And we're almost at the end.
messages.
We're almost at the end, at the very end of this playthrough. So we're gonna go into here. There's another powder here. And we can insert the solution here.
Cooling complete.
Okay, so we are going to go back into the laboratory. This is very stressful. Anyway, we're gonna step to the left here and go down the hallway. Very slowly, don't trigger the liquor. There's a zombie here. He is not very friendly, so we're gonna run past him. And there's an Ivy here, so we're gonna shoot the Ivy once in the orange thing. Don't waste your shotgun on him. And that's it. We're gonna run super fast, grab the yellow powder, and get this item if you want. There's some handgun ammo in there. There's a lady here, so we're gonna shoot her in the leg. And now we are back to the lobby. Remember this place? I know you remember it. Alright, so now with the modulator in hand, we can sorry, not with the modulator in hand. With the solution in hand and the handgun, ammo, one really bad knife, and if you want, you can take another bad knife. This is very dangerous. This is for the IVs, okay? So handgun ammo, wristband, solution, and 1 or 2 bad knives, okay? Alright. This is your defense for this really bad area. We're gonna dispense the solution now. And this will trigger the next part.
That did the trick.
Okay, so I am going to be going down the middle here.
You have dispersed a dangerous
And there is a blue herb there that you can take if you want, but I don't want it. We're gonna grab the upgrade to the wristband, combine it with the wristband, and we're gonna run. Equip your pistol here, and you can shoot any plants that might be in your way. And this is usually where I use my knife, okay? So if you get grabbed, just keep going. Even if Mr. X hits you, that's okay. We have healing later, don't worry. I took a knife and another knife. In my playthrough, I took a grenade. So it's okay if you use a grenade or a knife. Anyway, 2 defense items are needed here. And the pistol and the pistol ammo. And the shotgun if you're not so sure. And that's it. That's how you do this part. We are ready for the final boss of this part. So if you took damage, feel free to heal here. But please, please, please watch this part before you do it, because it will be really, really, really bad. So you can't stun, by the way. You cannot stun the plants. So don't think about using the flash grenades against them, because the flash grenade does not work against the plants. Anyway, so there's only less than 20 minutes left for this playthrough. So we're going to go to the west area by activating the button here, and then using the modulator to restore the power.
Hopefully the G sample's up there.
Alright, so we are going to activate here the power with AWS. And we're gonna be doing some more setup here for the next area. We're setting up for the next area. So there's some items here that if you want you can grab. And we're gonna continue onwards here. But let me remind you for the last time, I know it might be getting annoying. Please, please, please show your support. Leave a comment down below if you want to see more stuff like this on my channel. I really, really enjoy making these guides and playthroughs and walkthroughs. And I'm in the process of adding new content to my channel. More laid back stuff, more funny things, highly edited playthroughs for other games, not just Resident Evil, but of course Resident Evil will forever be a thing on my channel. Anyway, this is where the final save should be. On my playthrough, 1 hour and 30 is when I save. The third time is when I save. Okay? I'm at 133, 130. We have 27 minutes left to get this S+. Okay? So we're gonna set up here. Get a good inventory for this final part. Alright, so it is time to do some shotgunning stuff. Inventory management. We're gonna combine the blue and red. And we're going to store away the hand grenade and the ACP pistol, the M19. We are going to take the big powder and the yellow powder with me. I'm going to combine that green and red. I'm going to take the Matilda with me. The chemical flamethrower we will need, but yeah, just wait for a second. And we are going to do some gunpowder stuff. So I'm combining the big gunpowder with the yellow to make extra shotgun shells. So I have a lot of shotgun shells here, but we need it. So yeah, so combine the large gunpowder with the yellow high-grade gunpowder. Your inventory might be different than mine, but if you have 20 shotgun shells and some more, you can combine 2 large gunpowders and make some Matilda ammo. Okay, so make some Matilda ammo by combining those. And trust me, you will need the Matilda. It's really good. So combine those. You need, you know, about 30 or so. We're gonna reload here. And I'm gonna combine the last set of gunpowders with the yellow, the big gunpowder, sorry. The big gunpowder with the yellow, making some more shotgun shells. And there's some more gunpowder there with yellow. It's up to you, whatever you decide to do, but I'm going to be eating one of these, red and blue. That gives me a shield boost. So I'm combining my last 2 normal gunpowder and yellow gunpowder together. That way I have 2 stacks of shotgun shells. And yeah, so this is going to be my setup for this next battle. So I'm taking 1 knife, the flamethrower, and some fuel. And I'm reloading this. And I'm putting the fuel away. And I'm taking with me 1 healing item of your choice, preferably red, green, and blue. So this is my inventory right here. Right there. This is my inventory. Additionally, you can just take the 2 healing items instead of 2 stacks of shotgun. So this is my inventory. Shotgun, 1 stack of shotgun, 2 healing items, red, green, and blue, some handgun ammo for the Matilda, 1 knife, and the fully reloaded flamethrower. Anyway, you can go back and pause the menu. We're gonna start by shooting him with the Matilda on the knee, then equipping my shotgun to shoot him in the arm, like that. And you had to dodge, by the way. Anyway, we're gonna run behind him. Hopefully you don't take damage like I did. And we need to do the final eye in his back. Use the shotgun or the Matilda, whatever you want, and equip your knife immediately. Get behind him in the middle of his 2 arms and his torso and knife him 3 times. 1 left, 1 middle, and 1 right. Like this. You have to do it like this. You have to do it like this. That will be the end of your knife. And there is a knife here. So we're gonna go to the right here. Look at your map to know where it is. There's also a grenade here that you can use if you so desire. But yeah, so at some point he will regenerate his health up, his eyes, sorry, after he gets up. So run forward if he starts running right like that. Run forward and then get behind him and shoot. the eye. I'm using the Matilda for accurate shots on the eyes, okay? That's what we're doing. That's why the Matilda is pretty good here. So Matilda is burst fire weapon. If he gets too close, just get away. When he slams down, that's your chance. Shotgun, shotgun, shotgun. Then get behind him and knife him in the back if you find the knife. Otherwise, just burn him. Just burn him from the front. I'm burning him. I'm never gonna use never gonna use the flamethrower ever again. So I'm using the flamethrower against him. And there it is. So that's phase 2 for him. So I'm going around grabbing some stuff, flash grenades and things like that. And he's gonna go up and grab this thing. So I'm gonna set myself to the right of him. And then I'm just holding down the flamethrower. Hold down the flamethrower on him while he's throwing this pillar or whatever that is. And we're just burning him. We're just burning him. We're just burning him. He should take a lot of damage from this because he is very weak to fire. And there it is. That's how you do Birkin. Of course, you can use the other knife if you want, but anyway, that's one way of doing Birkin. You will never need this flamethrower ever again. So grab everything you need from this part of the map. There is even more fuel here, so if you want to do even more fuel related things, there's fuel here if you want to reload your thing. But yeah, otherwise we're just gonna grab the necessary things. So there's ACP ammo if you want, first aid spray. We don't need magnum ammo. We really don't need anything else other than the first aid spray here and maybe a flash grenade, but that's not needed. So after you grabbed, you know, the ammo that you need or the first aid spray, we are going to go up this elevator. We don't need anything else here. Just keep going. Alright, so now we have to fight the second final boss. Hopefully you have enough shotgun ammo, because that is the only ammo that you will need for this next battle. There's only like 9 minutes left of this video, don't worry. Or less than that. So we're gonna do some inventory management. We're gonna put away the Matilda. We're gonna put away the flamethrower. I'm taking with me all the shotgun shells in the world. Okay, in the world. I'm taking 3 hand grenades with me, 2 healing items, and the wristband. And we're gonna head to the middle of this laboratory thing. Alright, so as soon as you make it downstairs, there is a first aid spray on the right. There's also a cute cutscene with Claire. Claire's cute. And we're gonna get this knife if you so need it, but we don't. We really don't. That's just additional protection, I guess. And this is your last chance to do some prep for this next part. So I'm taking the pistol with me just to be sure, and I'm storing 2 healing items. I don't need healing items, so I'm just taking with me the essentials, basically. Just 1 knife, my handgun, and my shotgun. And one knife will not hurt you here. It's pretty good to have protection in this part. But we're sprinting. We're sprinting very fast. If this guy scares you, we're gonna take him out by shooting him in the orange bulb on the plant guys. There's some herbs there that you can get. There's a green herb. And now for the semi-final encounter with Mr. X. Mr. X will be triggered if you go up to this door here. So we're gonna go back to this middle part and we're gonna run around him. Like so. And through the door. Into the fiery area. The self-destruct sequence has been activated. So we're gonna run very fast. Into the fire room. And after the cutscene, go through the door, and this is your last chance to do some inventory management. We need 2 slots open, so grab the plug, combine the red and green herb if you want, and now we need all of the ammo in the world for the shotgun. So I'm taking 3 hand grenades, the M19 and its ammo, 2 healing, all of the shotgun and the shotgun ammo in the world, 3 hand grenades, and we're gonna put the plug into the elevator. So the strategy for this is shooting the tyrant in the chest, and if he starts running at you, use the hand grenade. So we're gonna try to land it in the heart. I'm using the shotgun here. Every chance you get, you have to shoot him in the chest. I suggest you eat a shield before this part, okay? I suggest it. Anyway, just unload on his exposed heart. The super tyrant will take extra damage in the heart. I'm also using the M19 to aid me in this part. But anyway, so after you reach the halfway point, some rubble will fall from the ceiling. So this is how you know you're halfway done. Anyway, we're gonna continue dealing damage to him. It's okay if you take some damage, it's fine. Anyway, there we go. Shotgun, shotgun, shotgun. Use the shotgun on the super tyrant. That is the best strategy for this part in Resident Evil 2 Remake. This is the 2024 updated guide for the second run, the B scenario in Resident Evil 2 2019. That's my dog. And we're gonna shoot him. We're gonna shoot the tyrant in the chest. If he starts going like that, use the hand grenade and that will stop him. There we go. That will stop him. Don't let him deal damage to you, but you know, it's okay if you do it. It's fine. I brought enough healing for this part. So once you reach the end there, Ada will throw the rocket launcher. So equip it and just shoot him twice. There we go. And that is it. So that is the third final boss. I think I have lost count. But anyway, we're gonna use the hand grenades here that we have left on these zombies. Don't use the freaking launcher. Please do not use anything except the launcher on those zombies. So now we're gonna get ready for the true ending. Alright, after you've healed up and gathered your 2 rocket launcher ammo, we're gonna trigger the real final boss by going up to the second cart in the train. So we're going to shoot him until his eye opens. Okay, so you have to wait until the eye opens to use the rocket. Okay, you have to wait for the rocket. So we can just, it doesn't matter what you do here, just don't let him eat you. Okay, do not let him eat you. Okay, after he's 50% through the train, he will open up his eye eventually. So don't be scared. It's not that you're not dealing enough damage. It's just him being special. So after that, he opens his eye. Use the rocket launcher twice, and that will be the end of him. There we go. Shoot him for good measure with your shotgun or whatever weapon you have, and that is it. S+ on the Leon S. Kennedy second run. Leave a like, subscribe. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Enable notifications by hitting the bell. Check out my other videos, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.